Good? Okay. Hi, I'm Richard Harmon, and you're watching the Permanent Rain Press.
Hey guys, it's the Permanent Rain Press, and today I'm here with Richard Harmon. How are you doing today?
I'm terrific today. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. So I wanted to start off by talking about your acting, of course. Now, when did you decide that you sort of wanted to pursue acting? I know you only started doing it more so when you were a teenager.
Well, I started professionally when I was about 10 years old. When I was 15 is when I probably started to take it seriously, and then when I was 18, things started to go well at that point. That's about it.
What inspired you to start acting?
Well, my sister did it. My older sister started, and then so I kind of instinctively wanted to do the same thing she did. Yeah, and then just kind of got into it and eventually fell in love with it. Now I can't see myself doing really anything else.
And this past summer, you won a Leo Award for your work on Continuum.
Yeah.
Huge congrats on that.
Thank you.
So, what attracted you to the role in the first place?
Honestly, I didn't know anything about the role at first. I had originally auditioned for Alec, who's my stepbrother in the show, and then I forgot about it. It was not a good audition. And then about a month later, they offered me the role of Julian. I had no idea who the character was. They said read the script, and then the first episode really has nothing. Julian's not really in much of it, so not really much drew me to the role per se. I just thought it was a good opportunity, and it sounded really cool as a show. So we took it, and then the creator, Simon Barry, took me aside first day and told me all the stuff that I'd be doing in the first season, and it was kind of like hitting the lottery. Like, it's turned into one of my favorite roles, if not my favorite role I've ever played in my career.
Yeah, and as the series progressed, we see that he's quite a complex character, and in the future he becomes a prominent leader of Liberate.
Yeah.
So, like, with the series being renewed, what do you think that fans will see from Julian in the third season?
It's a combination of I don't know, and I don't think I can tell you, even if I did. Yeah, they've been very hush-hush with me so far as it comes to season 3. We're about to start shooting season 3 in about a week, so that's very exciting. I'm really excited to kind of find out what I'm going to do, because I'm in the dark as much as anyone else is.
I'm sure fans have a lot to look forward to, though.
I hope so.
So, also, in this past summer, you spent quite a bit of time with your family, more so than others, because you were actually working on the indie flick If I Had Wings together.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit more about that project?
It was great. Well, my mom has wanted to make this movie called If I Had Wings for, man, it must be about 5 or 6 years now, and she always wanted me to play the lead character, obviously, because I'm her son. But it just took forever for them to kind of get together, because it's hard making a movie. It's not an easy thing to get off the ground, but it's always been her pet project, and originally she wanted me to do it when I was like 15. Now I'm 22, 21 when we were shooting it. So it was really great to finally kind of get it off the ground and shoot it, and it was just a ton of fun.
You have been working on a lot of projects as of late. You'll also be appearing in The 100, upcoming CW series. Can you tell us a bit more about your character there?
What can I say about Murphy? His name's John Murphy, more known as Murphy in the show. He's part of a group of 100 juvenile delinquents in the future who the human race has pretty much been wiped out by a nuclear explosion. The whole world is kind of just demolished. So then about 98 years after that happens, at the time of that, there's 300 humans living on different space stations, like up in orbit. And then over time, they combined the space stations to make one big one called the Ark. And now it's 98 years later, and there's about 4,000 humans now, and they're kind of running out of oxygen and food, and things aren't going so well for them. So they decide to send their most expendable kind of citizens down to Earth to see if it's worth trying to live there again, even though science has told us it'll take another 100 years before it's ready to be livable again. So they send down 100 junior delinquents in a dropship, and it's just about us trying to survive down there. So Murphy I see him as kind of like an opportunist. He's very, he chooses the side that he thinks is going to be the victor in most situations, and doing so he kind of puts himself into some predicaments, though. I can't tell you too much about it. He's not the nicest person in the world, but I think I'm one of the few people that actually like him and see him as just kind of a logical human being.
Yeah, I've seen the trailer and he's like pushing people around and stuff.
Yeah, he tries to assert his dominance pretty early on, I think.
Yeah. And I don't know how much you read about yourself on social media, but some people have compared you to Robert Pattinson, a bit of a darker version of Robert Pattinson. Do you take this as a compliment? And like, could you have seen yourself as Edward Cullen in another life?
In another life, probably not. I've always been more of a werewolf guy myself. Not that I would be Jacob either. I probably just wouldn't fit in very well with that. But yeah, I'd take it as a compliment. I like him. I've seen him do a bunch of stuff. I really enjoyed him in, what was that movie? Was it Cosmopolis? What was it called? It was him in like a lemon. He was really good. And his music's actually really quite good as well. So yeah, I take it as a compliment. I mean, he's a good-looking guy. So I'll take that. Yeah, other than that, like I don't personally see the comparison is there, other than I think we're both very pale and kind of somewhat angsty-looking people.
Okay, next I have a few fun ones for you. So you've
Sure.
been living in Vancouver for most of your life. What are your favorite things to do in the city?
I love coming down here. This is lovely. I don't know, just kind of taking in this. I think it's a great city. Just kind of enjoying it. I went to a trampoline park for the first time the other day in Richmond. That was a ton of fun. Like to go laser tagging Friday nights sometimes. That's good. It's just a great city. There's great food. There's really great everything. Anything you need, it's here.
Definitely. And what is one thing you can't leave your house without?
Pants. Definitely pants. I'm self-conscious. I can't go out without pants. I don't know, can I leave my house without? I don't know. I don't know. I just bought this camera a couple days ago. I'm liking this, but I could probably leave my house without it. Nowadays, a toque, because my hair is just way longer than I like it. I mean, look at this. It's just unbelievable at this point. So I put a toque on pretty much daily to kind of cover it up.
Do you want to get it cut, or is it like...
I really want to get it cut, but you're not allowed to get it cut for continuity purposes. It'd look bad if one episode you have long hair and then all of a sudden you come back and you have like a buzz cut or something.
Definitely. So anyone who follows you on Twitter would know that you're a huge football fan.
Yes.
Now, I'm just curious because, I mean, you've lived in Canada practically all your life, Vancouver most of it. So, like, did you ever catch the hockey bug?
Never. I mean, I'm fine with hockey as a sport, but I've always been a football guy. I'm just a sports guy in general, but yeah, like football, basketball, soccer, even baseball before hockey. Not that there's anything wrong with hockey, it just never was for me. But yeah, Notre Dame football, that's the only way I go.
If you could create your own team name, what would it be called? Something creative.
I love Wolves. I'd probably just, if I had a team, I'd just call them the Wolves, probably. Yeah.
None would Vancouver be in front?
It would probably be a Vancouver-based team. But yeah, the Wolves, for sure. That would probably be it.
Cool. And if you could transport yourself to any fictional realm, which would it be and why?
Middle-earth. Easy. Yeah, that's simple. Middle-earth. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. So yeah. Yeah, that's it. Middle-earth, for sure.
And we like to close our interviews off with our signature question. If you could be any ice cream flavor, which would you be and why?
It's a loaded question. That's really tough. I got a few kicking around in my head right now. There's like cookie dough maybe, but then that wouldn't be very telling about me as a person probably. I just think it's delicious. Let's go with like mint chocolate chip, because it's like it's refreshing. It's kind of smooth. It's got a nice kind of complex balance of flavors. I'm going to get a mint chocolate chip. It's going to be me.
Awesome. So, is there anything else you want to leave your fans with, your upcoming projects? What they should watch out for?
Well, The 100, I think, is coming out in February, so please be sure to watch that. Continuum. I don't know when Season 3 premieres, and I think it's different for all over the place. Just thank you for watching anything I do. It's really cool.
Awesome. So thank you so much for taking the time
Thank
to
you.
chat with us today. And you guys can catch Richard in The 100, which premieres mid-season, I think. So
Yes,
yeah, February, I guess.
Yeah, I think February is what we have now.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that, but it's, yeah, February.
And we'll leave all his social media links below so you can follow him, keep up to date with all his other upcoming projects too. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.